Hey guys, so I mounted the USB charger on a 2019 Royal Enfield Himalayan. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick view of how I did it, and so hopefully it'll help you out if you're looking at installing a USB phone charger. So first of all, the phone charger is right here, and it's a typical one. However, when I turn the key on, that's when it comes on. So it shows the voltage of the battery as well as the outside temperature in Celsius. And when I turn the key off, the charger also turns off. The charger also has a on-off switch on the back. So if you wanted to use that, you can. However, what I elected to do was connect the USB charger to the tail light so that it turns on and turns off whenever I turn the key on and off. So how I did it is I obviously removed the seats, but also I removed the tank. These two bolts here, go ahead and remove these, and you don't have to take the tank all the way off. So just loosen it up. That's all you need to do. But do remove the bolts. So the USB charger, and I'll put a link down below where I got the charger at. It's going to come with a cable here with a connector on the end of it, and that connector, what I did was I went ahead and cut that off, and there's a black wire and a red wire. The black obviously is for ground, and the red is the hot. And so I used two additional wires, red and green. I used green only because I didn't have any black. I didn't feel like going down to the auto store and buying a spool for 10 bucks. Only when I need like maybe 3 feet of wire. So connect the green to the black and also the red to the red. So what I did was I used a connector, spliced them together, used electrical tape to secure it. And what I did was, to get to the tail light assembly, this connector right here, I disengaged it, and the Royal Enfield Himalayan, at least the 2019 model, uses a gray wire for the hot. So what I did was I spliced the wire in to the gray, and again I used a connector. I crimped it, got everything secure, and then I used some heat shrink or shrink wrap to heat it up to seal it in. Then I used electrical tape to go ahead and secure it, so it should be waterproof. And then for the ground, I used a typical connection here to this bolt. So you don't really have to mess with the connector itself, except other than taking it off, taking it back, putting it back on. So that's how I did it. So what I did also is I secured it right here with a little tie strap, and I went to the right side of the bolt so that it gives some good play. So what you want to look for also is make sure that there's a little bit of play in here, that so you know that the tank is not crimping down on the wires. But also when you turn the wheel, you want to make sure that the wires have enough slack in them so it doesn't pull the connections off. So let's try it out. Turn the key on. As you can see, the charger comes on. Turn off, it goes off. So like I say, this particular charger is shown in Celsius. And if you're not familiar with the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion, it's a pretty simple math formula. Celsius number and times it by 9 and then divide it by 5 and then add 32, and that will give you the exact temperature. However, if you just want to ballpark it, then what you can do is you can take the Celsius temperature, times it by 2, and then add 32 degrees to it. And that will give you in the ballpark of what it is in Fahrenheit. However, you are going to be off 4 or 5 degrees. However, again, it'll get you into the ballpark. So we're almost 26 degrees Celsius. So if we times that by 2, that's 52. And if we add 32 to it, then that's going to be 74. So that, again, that's just a ballpark figure. and not exact, so I'd be off maybe 5 degrees, something like that. All right, guys. Well, hope this video has been informative. And the only reason I hooked it up to the tail light is because I'm kind of against hooking things up directly to the battery, only because if something accidentally gets plugged in, you know, you're going to put a load on the battery, and I just didn't want to take the chance on the battery ever draining out when I'm not using the bike. So anyway, that's how I did it. You can do it however you want, obviously, but hope this video has been informative. Thanks. See ya.